Hello there, everyone. I trust everyone had a good weekend, all of you. All right, so we're popping in quick to do the reading for the week ahead. I'm going to use the Archangel Power Tarot cards, which are quite different in comparison to most tarot cards you get. And the Archangel cards, a lot of the time, are also Oracle cards. So let's see what these bring up for us today. They're rather beautiful. I have not used them that much, so I will be honest with you when it comes to that. We're going to see what comes up. But that's usually really nice because, you're not kind of tainted by the perspective of knowing the cards too well, knowing that deck of cards. So, it opens you up a bit more. We are coming up to an eclipse, by the way. Next week, I'm going to be sending out some info about that. If anyone wants to take advantage of that, it's going to be pretty cool. As usual with an eclipse or an equinox or something like that, I like to do something special and to do a nice energy session. So I'll be sending out some info on the Telegram group. If you're not on the Telegram group and you do use telegram.org, please join me there. You just have to go to @AirOasis. And I'll leave the link in the description as well. Okay, so let's get to the reading for today. And I'm asking, as usual, what is most important for us to know right now, please? What is most important for us to know this week going forward? There's the first one. Oh, this is so wonderful. I've had so many people who I feel like are going through something and they feel like they're alone in it in the past couple of days especially, and I can't stress how you're not alone at those times, even though we do feel very alone in our lives, in certain situations that we're dealing with. We seem to amplify them sometimes and forget that there are other possibilities that could potentially be worse than the situation that we're currently experiencing, and that there are other people who've experienced it, other people that can empathize and be compassionate because they've experienced similar things, and we just really we kind of shut down from that. We become like a horse with flaps on, where we only see one thing and we only focus on what's going wrong, not what's going right. And here it says, you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. That is so important. Remember that when you manifest, which we do on a constant basis through our thoughts, our words, our actions, we can manifest negatively as easily as we can manifest positively. So you have to be mindful of that every moment of your day. Whatever you are focusing on in that moment is growing. All right, your eyes are basically like these magic beams that can make things grow and amplify. And the minute you focus on it, not only your eyes, obviously your thoughts and everything, but if you have to use it in that perspective, like I always use the comparison with a little field of mushrooms growing, and the red mushrooms are poisonous and the white mushrooms are food and they are medicine. What are you going to focus on? Because the minute you look at a red mushroom, it's going to start growing. You don't want to grow something that can poison people. You want to grow what can heal and what can make food and do good things. So that's vitally, vitally important. That last line, negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. If you say, I can't do this isn't meant for me, I've got such bad luck, all of these kinds of sayings, yes, you do, because you are creating that. And it's very difficult to firstly accept that when we hear it. You're like, no, I don't do that, and that's a load of nonsense, and that's just, something that you're just not willing to accept at that point in time because you're not in the right frame of mind. And it's up to us to flip that switch, to get ourselves into the frame of mind where we do realize we needn't go through challenges on our own. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. That is imperative. And we have come through a bit of a difficult period. For some people, the Scorpio energy has been intense, which Scorpio is renowned for being intense. Okay, and it's bringing up old memories and stuff. But I just did a meditation today where I did have old memories and I had old painful things and maybe things that I felt like I haven't forgiven myself for, or people I no longer have contact with, whatever the case is. And I have to let that stuff go because, like we were reminded last week, these are part of cycles. They're part of learning experiences. They've come and they've gone. There needs to be an element of forgiveness for that situation and for yourself as well. If you feel like you're not proud of what you did at that point in time. So, that's the stage you're at in your life. That is something that you experienced. It's come and it's gone. And be in the moment and control the moment. Exert as much influence as you can on that moment and know that you can. Don't allow yourself to say, well, now I'm just blowing in the wind like a leaf. I don't have any control over the situation. You do. You always have control. You always have the ability to stop and balance yourself and center yourself and say, okay, how bad is this really? And how can I shift my mindset, or what can I focus on that I should be grateful for, that makes me happy, or that did work out today? All right, that's vitally important. Pull yourself out of that place. Okay, let's see what else we get here. What is this? Okay, what else is most important for us to know this week going forward, please? Sorry, I do realize the cards are loud when I shuffle, but I like to draw them live for you guys. This is how I read for everybody. I let the cards pick themselves. I don't pick them. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is again reiteration, the Eight of Michael. This is reminding you that you do have this protective energy around you, that you are being guided at times where you feel you aren't being guided. You aren't alone at times when you feel like you are alone. Do you see this girl walking through... Sorry, I just want to see something properly here. Walking through these gates. Okay, she's actually released herself. I'm trying to see what's in her hand. Can't really see, but she's released herself from these shackles. Do you see the shackles that were around her feet? Let me try and focus there for you. She had these shackles around her feet. She has this rope that's loosened itself from her legs. Okay, and she's walking through this gate. She's moving through a different state of being. She's moving into another reality, another place. So this is this freedom. It says here you're not seeing things clearly. So this is saying your perception is clouded with the situation that you're dealing with right now. If you're thinking the worst, don't believe it. Okay, you can break free. A lot of the time, this is breaking free from our own minds, from negative influences that we've imposed on ourselves just by letting our imagination run away with us. Okay, make a conscious choice to change your situation. If you feel like you're being taken advantage of, make a conscious choice to draw those healthy boundaries. If you feel like you are at the mercy of a situation or a person, say to yourself, what can I do about it? I can just be at the mercy of it and say, well, there's nothing I can do, or I can maybe change my mindset, or say no, or go and do something different, or take a risk to move in a different direction. All right, let's see what else we've got. What else do we need to know, please? Please note how both of these are gateways. Do you see her walking through the gates? Here's an archway. It's like, I feel as if people can really have major breakthroughs right now with these mindset shifts. It's like you will be breaking a long-term habitual pattern of a way that you think, or something that afflicts you mentally and emotionally. Okay, what else do we need to know this week, please? Five of Michael. Michael is so prominent right now on so many levels. Michael, Archangel Michael, for those of you who are not familiar with this energy, again, you don't have to be a believer of archangels. You don't have to be belonging to a particular belief system. Angels are non-denominational. They do not belong to a specific religion. They were around long before that, okay? Long before religion was around. And the energy of Archangel Michael is a very protective, expansive kind of energy. He is there to watch over you. Do you see her watching over this woman? He's helping her to set herself free. he also represents this inner power. He gives us that power from within to be able to do things, to be able to affect that change that we need, to change that situation. Okay, it says here, make a courageous choice to change your situation. He's the energy that gives you that courage. So whether you believe in him as a winged being, or just as a archetype, or just as a consciousness around you, an energy around you, this is what is around now. Okay, so somehow the universe is supplying you with that courage to make a change that you might feel uncomfortable with, but that is going to bring lasting change for you. That's going to really break you out of a situation that you don't want to be in, that you haven't wanted to be in maybe for a long time, and that's really necessary. This is about growing in leaps and bounds. All right, so the Father Michael says, the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. People, I can't say it in any more words than this. This is being reiterated with whatever you're dealing with right now. Okay, it's about are we going to choose to overcome, or are we going to be overcome? This is your choice here. Okay, the situation doesn't serve you. Don't try and make it something it's not. Release your attachment to the outcome. Release your attachment to the outcome is something that people really battle with, and they actually they're either not aware of the concept, or they're not sure how to apply the concept. So when you're asking for something, just like when I have my energy sessions that I do for clients, it could be for a healing of a specific energy center. It could be for you to find a job. It could be for you to find the right house at the right price. It could be for you to remove negativity from your life, or detach from something. Like it says, the situation doesn't serve you. If you need to do a negativity purging, you need to be more focused and balanced, whatever it is. I set that intention for you, but how it comes about is not up to me. And if I didn't know that, and I didn't embrace that, and I didn't apply that, and not try to have control over the situation, my energy sessions wouldn't work. Okay, that's something very important to remember. Release your attachment to the outcome. Ask for something. Say to them, my guides and guardians, the universe, God, Archangel Michael, whatever your belief system is, please help me with this particular thing. Help me to release the situation that doesn't serve me. Help me to have the courage to make that decision. Help me to know that I'm not alone. Okay? Help me to have thoughts that create self-fulfilling prophecies that are positive. How that happens, or how you get that job, or how you release that energy, whatever, that's not up to you, and it's not up to me. Ask, believe, and receive. Have you ever heard that? It's not nonsense, okay? It's not rubbish. Ask, believe, and receive. Just say, I've asked, and now how it happens is not up to me. I release it to you, and the minute you release that and you walk away, you know, whether that's physically or mentally, whatever, from that request that you've put out there, you leave it. And that is the element of trust that comes in, because if I light that candle for you and I set that intention, I walk away from it because I trust that that's what's going to happen. But how it happens is not within my power. I can't go and find your house for you. I can't go and say to those people, please give her a job or him a job. All right? But I say to the universe, make sure this comes about. How that happens is it's not my job. Okay? But you know what that person needs. And that's how I put it out there, and that's how it occurs. Okay, I love this sun that's creating like a halo here. This is a protective energy. It's an energy that gives power. It's an energy that gives courage. Okay, and this is saying, this is with you right now. You don't see it, but this is going to set you free, and you're supported. Very, very important. Okay, Ariel, that's a beautiful card as well. It's just saying, you know, you are supported. Don't feel like you're alone. There's so many energies around you. Okay, before I drag this on too long, let's do one last card. This is for the whole week ahead. Let's see if there's anything else I need us to know. What else do we need to know for this week, please? Whoops. Anything else for this week ahead? If there's one card, then that's the card we're supposed to have. Otherwise, I think we have all the cards we're meant to have. There we go. change your life. Archangel Shamiel, okay, or Camille, depending on how you pronounce it. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free from procrastination. Have you been procrastinating about something? Have you been procrastinating about this situation that doesn't serve you? About having the courage to do something that you feel you need to do? All right. Have you been procrastinating because you don't feel supported? That you're afraid you're alone? Okay. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. All right. And like I say, every time we're not afraid of the unknown, we're afraid of what we think about it. Okay. We're afraid of change sometimes because it's something we don't know and we're not familiar with. But it could be something so beautiful and so wonderful. And we're sitting in this rut. Okay, I feel like I have to just refer to this book, this card in the book. Let me move these a bit further back. Then maybe you can see them all at once. That would be good. Kind of. All right, let's see what the book says. 16. This is a major arcana. So what that means is that it's a very powerful card. It doesn't belong to a suit like Ariel or Michael or Gabriel. It does mention Archangel Camille or Shamiel, but it's a number 16, which is also a 7, and you'll see it's slightly different from the other cards. So this is a very powerful card. It overpowers the others in the impact and the effect or the message that it's trying to deliver. So let's see what it says. It's time to change your life. This card represents a need to leave behind old belief systems and ways of doing things that have become stale or out of date. When this card presents itself, the universe is telling you that you can no longer procrastinate on making the changes that you know in your own heart you need to make. Suddenly, everything is crystal clear. Change is inevitable if you are to grow and evolve. Embrace this new direction in your life as liberating and exciting. You needn't go through this transformation alone. Archangel Shamiel or Camille can help you find the new path and the meaning in your life that you long for. Okay, so this is an awakening, a sudden realization that offers freedom for you, unexpected transformations, life experiences. Very interesting. Let me read to you about Shamiel or Camille, like I said, but depending on how you pronounce his name. Archangel Camille is said to observe the world from a very high vantage point. This gives him the ability to see opportunities that may be missing. Call upon Archangel Shamiel whenever you are searching for something. With his super angelic vision, he can clearly find a path that will lead your life in a new and exciting direction. This card is very similar to the Tower card, okay? In the tarot, where things seem to be collapsing and falling apart and you feel all alone, all of these kind of energies, okay? But this is so that you can rebuild, so that the change can come. It's sometimes really radical change. It could be a divorce. It could be you leaving a job or being fired from a job. A lot of people are going through these kinds of things with the changes that we're having in the world right now. Things do feel uncertain, but this is when you need to lean on the energies that come through for you like this, okay? A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Make a choice, all right? Don't be sitting on the fence if you're sitting on the fence and it's not working out. All right, you need to know what you stand for. Otherwise, you don't stand for anything and you're just lost. So embrace the opportunities that change brings. Say this week, okay, universe, show me what you got. And this is what I would like to do, but I'm too afraid to do it or I don't feel supported. But give me the courage to do that. And I'm going to do my best to release any attachment to the outcome and see what happens. Okay, I hope you guys have a beautiful week. I think that was a lovely reading for everyone. Remember, you're not alone. This is going to relate to a lot of people. It even relates to me and people I know right now and clients I have right now. So you're definitely not alone. Go out and put it out there and say, okay, this is what I want. How it comes about is not up to me, but I trust that I'm supported. And whatever's happening, even though it looks like it's breaking down, whatever I build after this is going to be so good for me. Okay, I wish you a wonderful week. Lots of love to all of you. Bye for now.